right. We're back.
Dun, dun, dun.
For the first day of Christmas, where our children gave to us a reason to drink heavily. So these lyrics were made up by yours truly. I was very bored one day last week and made them up. What do you want to say?
I put a couple of ideas in there.
All right, that's true. Ben did throw a couple ideas. I had some really shitty ones. And then Ben was like, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, brilliant. Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork, that's it. So we redid the lyrics to the 12 Days of Christmas. Oh my gosh, you told me that was on. Ben, is that for real? A recipe?
Mario Lopez is the Colonel Sanders recipe for seduction.
All right, let's just not stray. Okay, so Ben digresses because we just turned on the TV. So
no, I'm just gonna put the football game on while we're.
Okay, so 12 Days of Christmas, we reworked the lyrics, and the first day of Christmas, our children gave to us a reason to drink heavily.
Yep.
So this is the start. I guess this is a quick story because we're going to try to keep these quick episodes over the next 12 days under 5 minutes. So when the pandemic hit in March and everybody had time to let it settle by May or June, we were kind of like, oh, now that we're all really, truly stuck in, what are we going to do?
Yeah. Kind of realizing that summer's kind of slipping out of our grasps, like we're not going to be able to do what we normally do, go to the pool and hang out. We still did a couple of trips, but, it was nothing outlandish.
Right. So everything went virtual.
Yeah.
Come March, everything went virtual. So a really great friend of ours had a virtual conference, and I attended. And there was a keynote speaker there talking all about podcasting. And for anybody listening that knows me, you know that when I get an idea into my head, I just run with it. So I started looking up podcasting. I started talking to Ben. A couple weeks went by, and we're like, we want to do this thing, but we don't really know what we're doing. So Ben gets online, starts researching podcast equipment. What kind of, what the hell is that thing called?
Mixing board?
Yeah. What kind of mixer do you need? What kind of mics do you need? So we ordered this whole little kit, and we were like, screw it. We're going to throw caution to the wind, and we're going to see if we can develop this podcast.
Super cheap.
Super cheap. Yeah, I think all in, we were like $300. Yeah. All in, which is super cheap for some, not for all, right?
Yeah. Considering, you're trying to start a business, and it's like, $300, you can do whatever you want.
Essentially, but I think in the beginning we weren't even thinking business, right?
Yeah.
We were thinking fun, let's do something interesting.
And we realized that we loved each other and didn't hate each other during a pandemic.
Yep. And I remember this, our advisor said, whatever you do, or the keynote speaker rather said, whatever you choose to build your podcast around, make sure that you can have 100 topics. So Ben came up with this amazing show name, Poor Parenting, because we were standing in the kitchen one day and I said, I want to wrap something around drinking. I love to drink wine, but can't do that. And then I said, well, what's the one thing we could talk about all the time? And I said, our kids, because literally every day we talk about our children in some way, shape, or form. And Ben looks at me from across the room and says, Poor Parenting, P-O-U-R.
Yep, I'm the idea man.
And I nearly fell off the stool that I was sitting on. And I was like, that's a wrap. So here we are, 6 months later, coming up on 6 months, because we launched, when did we put our first episode out? September.
Yeah.
Yeah, September, October, November. Wow, really, that's it?
Yeah.
I feel like we've been doing this forever.
I think we talked about it a lot longer than we.
Yeah, it's got to be almost 6 months that we've been talking about it. Then our first episode went out. So we hope you guys are enjoying it. But again, on the first day of Christmas, our children gave to us a reason to drink heavily. So enjoy the podcast episodes. Tomorrow is day 2. You're not going to want to miss it. And we'll round this out on the 12th day with a little song.
Yeah. So. Everybody gets to hear Amy's angelic voice.
Oh my gosh. Just wait. See you guys later.